Hosting is so much easier than you think. Simplicity is your best friend. Welcome to another episode of Buri's Debrief. Stories from a multidimensional woman, building purpose, income, leadership, and joy in real life. In today's episode, we are debriefing entertainment. Growing up African, there was nothing more comforting than having people come over to our home. My mom is a great cook. Let me just say was. She's going to kill me. But she used to cook and entertain all the time. We would have friends come over, family, sometimes her social groups. And I didn't know how much of that rubbed up on me until I became a woman of my own. And I have not stopped entertaining and hosting people ever since. Now, hosting for me brings so much joy because I believe that good food and great conversations are just simply so underrated. That is the perfect stress release. After a long week or week of school or work, you get some time to just reconnect with the people that matter to you, talk issues, share ideas, get information, gain perspective. It is wonderful to host. Now, if you are the kind of person who gets stressed about hosting or just having people come into your home, then this video is for you. I have a very small framework when it comes to hosting, and I apply it all the time. My framework is the 5 senses: sight, touch, taste, smell, and hearing. Now, how do I put all of this into place? When I think about hosting, I am considering what my guests will see, sight, when they walk into my space. How do I want to present that space to them? Nothing exotic, very simple, basic things. Maybe just a tablescape, maybe just how I set up my living room if we're going to gather around a particular spot. How do I want that place to look like? Those are the things I consider. Secondly, touch. Now, you could be bringing people into your space and probably there are kids involved. What do you want them to touch? What don't you want them to touch? If you don't want them to touch a particular thing, take it out of the way. Sometimes we have hosts stressed up after an event or even while the event is going and get into a really bad mood because something got touched or spoiled by the kid. So take it out of the way. How about the textures? How about the fabric? Maybe the kind of cushion you want them to sit on, or the food itself. What is the texture of the food that you want? All of that comes to is under my touch segment of the framework. Now let's talk about hearing. Africans are known for being loud. And I think sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. If you're really hosting people inside your living room, you want to be able to have conversations. Bring the music down. Sometimes when they're walking in, maybe a gentle sound, just soft music is perfect for welcoming guests. When you're having conversations, let the music be really down. Maybe after people have eaten, they are happy, they've had alcohol, you can turn the music up and people can even get on their feet and start dancing. But we have to be very, very conscious of what our guests hear. Now, the fourth thing is smell. When you walk into a particular space, if you have, for most people who have open concept homes like mine, I always try to make sure I'm done with my cooking and everything way ahead of time, such that when my guests are coming in, I've been able to bring in some nice scents into my home. I usually go for a simple diffuser, put in some oil into water and diffuse the home so that it smells good and inviting when they walk in. You don't want, we Africans use very strong condiments in our food. I don't want the smell of country onions on my couch or things like that. So you make the atmosphere very conducive for everyone when they walk in. A diffuser is what I always recommend, and there's so many of them now. On Amazon, you will find something really cheap that works all the time. You don't have to go crazy. Now, finally, the taste, of course. What are you preparing? You want to make sure your food tastes good. Some people are not very great cooks. If you know, you have to know yourself. Maybe get something from the grocery store, or if you just need to warm it up a little bit, you don't have to go all crazy, the whole 9 yards cooking like there's no tomorrow. But of course, make sure that what you're presenting to your guests tastes good. So this is my basic framework when it comes to hosting, especially dinner parties. I've hosted so many, I've lost count, and I enjoy doing it because it brings me so much fulfillment. This is where I create joy for other people and for myself. There's usually just a general atmosphere of people having a good time. So if you've ever wondered how to host or what to consider, I hope my framework did help. What is also very important to consider before even going into hosting is your preparation. That is something we'll be talking about in another episode. The old saying says, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So it's very crucial that your preparation is on point before you even gather people together and host a dinner party. Thank you for watching. If this brought value to you, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. There's so much more to share. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.